Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company we have what they call their BFD, beer for drinking. I think this is a very creative marketing and promotional piece here. Sierra Nevada, as most of you all know, West Coast, East Coast now, family owned, operated, and argued over. I think that's awesome. So this is a whole new look for them. This is this 19.2 ounce can. It's tall, it's skinny, it's got very little graphics on it, but quite honestly, I think it's very eye-catching on the shelf. I wouldn't normally buy a can that looks like this. I mean, I do these beer reviews, and I've done them for many, many years because I value quality beer. Normally when they come in something this big, unless it's a big bomber bottle, there's not much quality in there. But anyway, I was intrigued by this one. This one, their tagline is casually crushable. It says, there's days when all you want to do is drink a beer. Just drink a beer. And it says, and one that hits the spot. So, well, here it is. Hence, BFD. No snifters required, no special occasions, just an unfussy, uncomplicated, hoppy blonde ale to fit, excuse me, to fit, and no matter where it goes. This beer is, this isn't beer for collecting, this is beer for drinking. So kind of going away from the micro craft beer almost to the macro market, which makes sense. There's a lot of it to capture. You know, these aren't, hence the bigger can. They're going after a different market here. So ABVs are 4.8%. IBUs are 33, which it should be for a blonde ale. There's Simcoe hops in there for the bittering hops, and then there's Polaris and Comet hops, which makes sense because of the blonde ale side. For the finishing hops, two row pale malts, which are in almost all their beers, Munich and Pilsner, as well as acidulated acid on the front end there, and a little ale yeast. So again, I think this is kind of going on a limb here. I haven't even opened it yet, going after that Blue Moon market, that very drinkable, somewhat yeast backbone, not so high in the ABVs, IBUs, light in flavor, color, pleasing the masses, etc., etc. So already pouring in the glass, it's got a kind of a yellow hue to it, a nice white frothy foamy head on it. You can see how the carbonation, well, maybe you can't, but it's dissipating. It's slightly cloudy, hazy. Hazy is a better way to put it, just like what blonde ales look like, typically. Well, it smells really good, actually. It's got a little bit of a lemon background to it. You can smell the Simcoe hops. You can smell a little bit of, maltiness, which is nice. It's very bready. You can smell the yeast. But, I mean, it's not a crazy aroma, nor it should be. It smells like a blonde ale. With a little, it's pleasant. It's got more hop aroma than most blonde ales, which of course I'm a fan of. All right, this is the easy one. So cheers. Let's get into the glass. Oh, that's way better than what I was. That's really good. Wow. So it's not crazy exciting. It's got this little bit of lemony, maybe a tad bit of like a grassiness actually on the front of the palate that dissipates really quickly, and then you can taste a little bit of hops. It finishes with a very pleasant, again, lemonish. It's not crazy lemon though. I don't want to overemphasize that, but it's got this nice little citrusy backbone to it, and the hops are very noticeable. Actually, for IBUs of 33, they're more noticeable. I would have guessed it more like 48-ish. But it's got a nice, just kind of refreshing finish. It's not too carbonated, very thin mouthfeel like it should. Very good summer drink, but it's a lot better quality, in my opinion. Again, while you watch these beer reviews, than something like a Blue Moon, which I'm not a fan of at all. It's not as yeasty, so there's a little bit of yeast in there, but it's very minimal, which I think lends to the hops to kind of come out and be a little bit more pronounced. It's really good, actually. I almost think they would do better if it wasn't in this corny can. But again, I mean, you think hot days, lake, beach, pool, mowing the grass, whatever. you get this super cold and you just kill it. I think that could be kind of fun. Maybe, I don't know, 4.8% wouldn't be too bad of an outcome, but it's good. It's refreshing. It's balanced. I like the fact that it's not super hazy. It's just slightly hazy. There's nothing residual floating around on it. It smells decent. It smells better than most. I think because, again, there's a little bit stronger hop backbone to it. And the finish is nice. It's very, very drinkable. I would actually buy this again. This doesn't, to me, this doesn't drink like as much of a blonde ale as more of a blonde pale ale. Now, don't overemphasize the pale ale part, but it's got a nice, strong finish. It's unique. I've not had a beer like this in the last 2 or 3 years in this class. So, for what they're going after, they're smart. It's a different market. It's a different niche. You're grabbing people from different sectors of the craft brewing market. Quite honestly, some of them from the macro brewing market. So we rate our beers from 1 to 5. I would probably honestly rate this about a 4. I mean, for what it is, it's really, really good. I've only seen it in this can. I think I paid like $4.50 for it or something like that. So price point wise, I don't know what else it would be in a 6-pack or a 12-pack or etc. But I mean, honestly, I didn't expect that at all. I was pleasantly surprised. I am a huge fan of Sierra Nevada. I think they have a lot to do with why the craft brewing market is what it is. They were one of the godfathers, in my opinion. I've had their beers for years and remember when it wasn't cool to be craft beer and they were around. So kudos to them for getting something new. I love the name. The BFD is killer. If you've tried to listen to it, let us know. Leave comments on our YouTube channel or website. We upload all the time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.